Well, I have a wonderful electronic invention I want you to see.
This is James Mathers at NAB 2019 for the Digital Cinema Society and Studio Daily. I'm here with my friend Pete Challinger, a longtime DCS member, and he's working with Lupo Lighting now. Tell us about Lupo Lighting.
Okay, Jim, happy to do so. First, I want to talk about the panel that you see here behind me. This is the Lupo Super Panel Full Color 60, which is a brand new product, just introduced a few weeks ago at the DCS Lighting Expo, as it happens. And we're really excited about this because from just the initial feedback we've had from the user base, they're quite enthusiastic. The need for a 2x1 full color RGBW source is clearly evident out there because there's vast numbers being sold the last few years. But there's also a huge market out there of people who want that functionality, but they can't afford the price that's been asked for it up until now. And secondly, they can't, in some circumstances, they can't afford the weight of the products that have been out there so far. And certainly if you're trying to put one of these on the end of a long arm, the weight is a very big deal because you don't want it to break and kill somebody, hopefully. So this light has the same output as the market leader out there, but it's just dramatically less expensive, dramatically lighter, but it has the same feature set. So we have a pair of power supplies hanging off the back here. You can also unscrew these and replace them with V-mount battery plates and run it off a couple of camera batteries if you want to be out in the field with no wires attached. I'm running it off DMX here, but we have a local panel here where you can control the setup, and we have knobs over on the other side for hue saturation intensity, or color temperature and red, green, and intensity, depending on the mode that you're running in. So we've spoken to people who said, we've wanted something like this, but we just couldn't justify the investment up until now, and now we can. And the more of those people we see, the happier we're going to be, of course. and there's been quite a few of them here at the show. Lupo is a new name to a lot of people, and so it's great to have the opportunity to spread the word a little. The company's been around about 30 or 40 years.
A newbie.
Yes, a newbie. And it's a very Italian family type company. It was started by the grandfather of the two guys who run it now. So it's still all in the family. They are quite unusual these days in that the lights are made in Italy. And by that I mean they're made in Italy, not brought in from China and have stickers applied to them. I was actually over at the factory in February to see that process for myself and verify I could actually see people making lights, and which was very exciting actually.
I see you also make Fresnels. I think Fresnels are great, but they're not used so much anymore.
Indeed, you and me both think that. Yeah, it's one of my passions is falling in love with Fresnels again, because they're just a wonderful lighting tool, and they're one that lots of people grew up with, and a lot of people have stopped using because tungsten Fresnels, nobody's got the power budget these days unless you're on a very high budget production of some kind. And obviously you can use LED Fresnels, but the LED Fresnels in general up until now haven't been very exciting. They've got a lot of issues. Pretty much irrespective of how much you pay for them. So the Lupo Fresnels.
Tell me about these models.
Yeah, this one is equivalent to a 650 tungsten. This guy is equivalent to a 1K. There's a third one which is equivalent to a 2K. And as you can see, they look quite similar apart from the size. They have traditional responding focus knob on the back that goes from spot to flood. They have a wide range. Unlike a traditional tungsten Fresnel, of course, they have a built-in dimmer, either locally controlled or on DMX. And unlike most of the LED Fresnels out there, when you put your hand in front and cut the beam, you actually get a clean cut on the beam, not looking like you've used a pair of pinking shears, which is what one or two lights out there look like these days. You also get really nice color out of them, which is a very big deal. So when you shoot human talent, you need a lot of R9 in there so that people actually look like they're alive and not like the undead. And so we like to shoot people who are alive. So
What's the price range of these?
they range in price from just under $1,000 to just under $2,000. So it's not frightening. And the panel is $2,600, which is, we go through the feature set with people here and they ask for the price and we give them the price and they go, wow, which is always a nice reaction when you're giving someone a price. So we're excited. I think we're going to do well.
Thank you so much, Pete.
No problem, Jim. Always good to see you. Thanks.